Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Spiffing Brit, and today you join me in Sid Meier's Civilization 6 with the brand new Gathering Storm DLC, although with the price it's currently sat at, you'd think you're buying an entire brand new game. But no. Those folks at 2K really know how to make DLC. Oh, my bank account. But nonetheless, they sent me a key for free, so who was I to say no? Huzzah! Capitalism has its benefits, doesn't it, ladies and gentlemen? You see, with enough tea, even you can get DLC for free. So what are we going to be doing today in Sid Meier's Civilization 6? Well, I have a few brilliant plans. Most importantly, I'd like to see if it's actually possible to flood the entire world. You see, they've decided to add in this mechanic called global warming. Now, I'm not too fussed by this whole global warming malarkey, because generally in the UK it's pretty much always absolutely freezing. However, apparently a lot of scientific data says it exists, so naturally I'd like to see just how far we can take it. In this game, there are a few ways to generate global warming, and by doing so you can cause the sea levels to rise. So my plan is to simply play a civilization with ridiculous buffs which allow them to travel via the sea and then flood the entire world, forcing them to go onto the ocean. You see, if you have a strong naval game but you can't access the cities, then you just bring the sea to the borders of the cities and then your boats can just sail on in there. So that's the plan today, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see how successful it is. I've tried to not spoil the game too much, so I'm afraid I'm not 100% certain if what we're doing is possible, but hey, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, all that matters is that you've got a cup of tea, you're sat down, you're relaxed, you're comfortable, you're ready for this, you might have hit the like button. Hey, if you're brand new here, you might have even considered subscribing, and you know what? Let's dive right into this. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. I appear to have accidentally selected the play now, which just throws you into a game randomly. This isn't what I want. Sorry, technical difficulties. We'll be right back. Okay, time for attempt 2. We need to create a game with our own settings. Here we go. When it comes to our leader, we're going to be choosing the wonderful Dido. The reason why is that they're all about having this special naval district which gives us even cheaper boats and incredible boat healing technologies. I know, it's completely and utterly broken, but Dido, trust me, this is exactly what we want. Disaster intensity? Well, naturally, we just want to crack that bad boy up to 4. Kind of upset that we can't go beyond this. Like, I'd love the ability to just, I don't know, spam click the slider and drag it off the screen and get this up to 100 and then just, I don't know, have a super volcano just obliterate the entire world. I think that would be the kind of gameplay I'm looking for. When it comes to the starting era, we naturally want to start in the industrial era. That way we will have access to wonderful coal, because I mean, come on, if there are two brilliant things in this world, it's tea and coal. The reason why being coal gives us access to tea. That's right. Sadly, the ridiculously harsh temperatures of the United Kingdom do not allow us to grow tea, but we do have a lot of coal, which allows us to build a boat powered by coal to go collect tea from willing countries that don't have their own flags but would love to just, you know, be ruled over by an entire company dedicated to the harvesting of tea and also overlooking basic workers' rights. But hey, you know, swings and roundabouts, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I've also rolled it so that we can only have a domination victory. I don't want any of the AIs kind of wheedling away and then just, I don't know, pulling a science victory out on us, or even worse, imagine a culture victory. The kind of person who goes for a culture victory, I mean, I'm just saying, there's normal people who play games, and then there's people who go for culture victory in Civilization. Also, I just discovered why this DLC costs so much. It would appear that they've still got Sean B narrating all of the loading screens. Yep, I'm guessing probably about 10% of the budget went to gameplay and balance, and then the other 90% went to, let's buy Sean Bean. Anyway, here we are, we've jumped into the game. Oh, hang on a second, what's this? I think the game's just detected that I'm playing. For some reason, we've had inspiration, and we've had a massive progress towards colonialism. Oh, it does bring joy to my heart that there is a world out there that needs to be colonized. Oh, lovely. Right, I've decided to found our first city. Tyre? No, that will not do. This needs to be improved. Presenting the brand new heart of our empire, Smogland 1. It's going to be a city that is just destined to burn coal. There is no reason to burn the coal. It is only going to be burning the coal because I say it should be burning coal. Now, immediately I've decided we're going to build an industrial zone. The game was like, oh no, you need to build an aqueduct so your people can eat. But I mean, come on, who needs to eat food when you can just eat tasty lumps of coal? I mean, I ate them every year at Christmas because that was the only thing Santa would give me. Oh, goodness. Well, that was until I started drinking Yorkshire tea, and then Santa decided to give me everything. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. With the lovely taste of Yorkshire tea, Santa will be willing to give you just about anything, excluding V-Bucks, of course. And naturally, when it comes to setting up your government, make sure to get this lovely policy here. It's called drill manuals. It means all improved coal sources are gonna yield one extra resource, and trust me, that one extra lump of coal, oh, it's gonna melt this entire world. Oh no, a natural disaster is occurring. A 1,000-year flood has occurred. Good news is, though, it's not on my land. I don't really mind. That's fine, but hey, maybe dialing up the disasters to 4 might have been a bit extreme. Oh well, I don't think anything will go wrong. Although, to be fair, you guys in the comment section probably have the wonderful foresight and will go down into the comment section and go, well, Spiff, actually, I think you'll find everything went wrong. Oh, we've discovered our first nitro. That's pretty good. That's almost like coal, but worse. Oh well, it's a start. I'll take it. Now, we're yet to discover any coal, but don't worry, even if we ourselves don't have any coal, using the wonderful power known as forceful trading with the natives, we'll be able to get some coal of our own. Oh, nice. And my little pike and shotmen here, they just plundered a local village and the lovely members of the village, they just offered up 50 gold to us. How very kind of them. And we have discovered the wonderful city-state of Rapa Nui, and I've immediately declared myself as suzerain of them because they do not have enough diplomatic power to say no. Still no coal, though. This is most scary. I've discovered perhaps the reason we haven't discovered coal is that we haven't researched industrialization yet. Oh well, as soon as we've nailed that thing down, we should be fine. I've also just discovered the Turkish people. That's right, the Ottomans have just rocked up. Very nice, their capital is all the way down here, but I think there's some kind of lake here, which maybe if we flood the world, we can get to overflow into their capital. That would be the dream. Something I've noticed which is quite odd on the borders with the Ottomans is that there are 2 volcanoes here, both of which have suddenly become active. Oh, my friends, I do believe you're going to be in for a very interesting time indeed. But hey, I don't have to deal with it. Oh, brilliant. We literally just settled a brand new city, and you want to know what happens? Immediately we get a major flood. Good lord, this is not fair. What have you done to me, game? Brand new city, and you've just decided, hey, you know what? We're just going to put an entire floodplain down here. They're lovely. That's what Spiff's looking forward to. He'd love that. Just destroy this entire river. This city needs to be renamed. There's a lot of green round here, lots of lovely plants, some wheat, and I mean, come on. Wheat is practically tea. So I'm going to call this place Not Exactly Tea, because it's not exactly tea, but tea was what I was looking for. Also, I've decided to build in the wonderful city of Smogland 1, a wonder which is called Great Zimbabwe. Not too sure what's going on here. Are we building the entirety of Zimbabwe? I kind of think that's quite a difficult thing to build, but hey, we're doing it apparently. And I'm trying to slowly stop the Ottoman expansion by basically just parking my crossbowmen here so that their settler can't walk around me. Look at this. This is a 1,000 IQ play. Just break the AI because they don't want to go through these borders and upset Zanzibar, but equally they can't go around this mountain. Ah, I'm a genius, aren't I? Oh, no, they just decided to settle their own city. They just went, bugger it, you know what? We'll settle our own city here. We don't need to get towards all this copper. We can do that from over there. Brilliant. You've ruined all of my plans. Now I have to go settle a city on some sheep, apparently. I hope your city gets melted by the volcano that you've put it next to. Oh, we just discovered a brand new thing. It's Mount Vesuvius. That volcano that was so bad it just melted literally everything? That's fine. Maybe we should settle a city over there. It's surrounded by a lot of stone, and stone's kind of like coal, except just a lot harder to burn. I think that's got all of the properties that I'm looking for. I think I've finally met the United States of America. Here they are. It's Washington, D.C. Yes, of course. Quite famous, in fact. Positioned near the Egyptians. Of course, yes. This is flawless geography. I remember this. And Washington, yes, it's northwest of the massive sea monster dragon creature. Yes, is this map broken? If there's one issue I'm having with this DLC, it's that every other 5 seconds I appear to keep getting bombarded by trade deals from the AI. I get it, you've got goods to trade, but please, calm down, my friend. Oh my goodness, I think I found the perfect island. Look at this. I mean, yes, it will flood almost immediately, but it's got chocolate, it's surrounded by fish and whales and crabs. Look at it, it's beautiful. This is everything I needed on an island. We must set about colonizing it. Oh, and we've just done it, ladies and gentlemen. We've completed the first circumnavigation of the world. And naturally, because we're the first ones to do it, we can claim that the world is in fact flat. There we go. That will really confuse everyone and set them behind for a few years. When another natural disaster has occurred, this is very spicy. We keep getting these 1,000-year floods. I'm not really sure why every single flood we have is 1,000 years long, but I mean, God, imagine a 1,000-year flood. That's gonna really mess up your life. I keep getting bombarded by these really, really terrible trade deals that the AI seems to be going like, hey, this is great. Basically trade them half of my horse and nitro supply, and in return they're going to give me one single iron and a bit of gold. No, these are absolutely terrible. I mean, it's better than the last one where they literally just asked for 30 horses in return for 1 gold and an olive. I mean, yes, the British Empire has made some pretty poor trade deals in the past, but come on, that's just too much. Ah, and lovely, the Colorado River just flooded, almost killing my innocent skirmisher that was just wandering by. It turns out even just walking on the ground is a bit too dangerous at the moment in this game, but nonetheless, I'm hoping that we'll stop getting surprised by these floods if we just have a gradual rate of rising sea levels. Honestly, the game is kind of broken at the moment because every time I end a turn, I get 3 different AIs offering me random deals or just telling me that they don't like the way I smell this morning. I mean, seriously, game, okay, I appreciate the occasional pointer that the AI is starting to hate me, but you don't need to just bombard me at the end of every turn. Like, come on, what, Solomon, what are you saying? I often wonder why you say so little. This game, I love it, but it's very funky indeed. Bam. We've settled a new city anyway, and it's in the middle of nowhere. For some reason it wants to be called Carthage. No, no, no. This is our first colonial land, and for that we're going to be calling it T-Base 1. Oh my, check out this, our empire has made history. Why? Because the residents of Smogland 1 brag of living in the world's largest, most sophisticated city. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, our people just love living in Smogland. I mean, wouldn't you? I have decided enough is enough and we're going to build a dam to stop this river from continuously overflowing. Oh, and the world enters the modern era. And I do believe, oh, we've gone into a golden age, ladies and gentlemen. Lovely. And for that, I think we're going to choose the lovely focus of the heartbeat of steam. That's right, we want to ramp up this production and cause as much chaos as possible. Oh, and here we have it. We're surrounded by stone, and yes, we're near Mount Vesuvius, but I do believe this is still going to be a great time to found a city and in a beautiful location. There you go. The inspirational sight of Mount Vesuvius fills the civilization with joy. Yes, if I'm honest, I probably wouldn't be filled with joy if I was sat next to Mount Vesuvius. Oh well, I guess these people haven't read a history book yet. Right, I think I've just discovered the most fantastic thing. It is, of course, coal. Now we just need to locate the nearest coal to us on the map. Ah, here it is. It's down here in the south, near Zanzibar. Zanzibar, your borders will likely expand and take this coal into your empire. However, there's a slight chance that they won't. So for that reason, we're going to buy a settler and send it down there. Because I'd much rather have the coal under my control than under your control. And now that we have industrialization, all we need to make sure is that we have a steady supply of coal and then a large amount of coal power plants. And with that, we should be able to do just about everything. Oh no, a natural disaster is occurring. A category -4 hurricane. -4. Sorry, how can you have a negative strength hurricane? Is that a hurricane where it just produces stuff? Why is it a -4? Oh well, I'm just not going to ask any questions. That's fine. -4 hurricane. Oh, what is this? Mega colossal eruption? Citizens scream in terror and flee. Oh no, Mount Vesuvius has erupted. Who could have seen that bad boy coming? Oh well, it adds in some culture, so that's cool. Also, apparently we can't build this close to the coal mines, but we can build a city here. Near this city here. I mean, it's fine. Yeah, sure, I'm just going to found a city. What has it done to the borders? For some reason, the borders have just gone like, whoop, and we control everything now. Oh, what's this? Aid request? Suleiman was ravaged by a natural disaster. Should we help them recover? No. Oh no, and another mega colossal eruption has occurred. This is the one next to that Ottoman city that they put on top of the copper that I wanted, except 5 people died. Wow, they have managed to reduce the city to 1. I don't think I've ever seen a city be destroyed that much by a natural disaster. Oh well, just another classic mega colossal eruption. Anyway, let's steal this coal. It's our first coal mine. Oh, look at this, a glorious free production and free coal per turn. Some would say we've massively destroyed the Zanzibarian economy by stealing their coal, which was technically right on their border. But I prefer to say that they just weren't fast enough, ladies and gentlemen. And here we have it, our first ever coal power plant. We can build this bad boy right now. It's going to basically turn coal into power. I've no idea what you technically use power for in this game, but hey, we've got one. We've finally done it. We've got our first great scientist. We're going to claim Charles Darwin himself, famous scientist recruited by the Carthaginians. Yep, I 100% remember that. Oh, there we go. We've made history once more. Rising smoke, humming machinery, the power of nature has been harnessed. There we go. We're going to start using electricity to power our progress through this world, and of course accumulate as much coal as possible. Now, how can we make this even more smog producing? Right, we've just discovered the next most important trade resource, and of course it is oil. Our only issue is that we don't really have any access to oil. I spot an opportunity down here kind of on the coast where there is not only just one oil source, there's also a second and a third, all within reach of the city. The only slight issue being that it is basically the other side of the world. Oh well, I'm sure we can set up a colony there nonetheless. Oh, and another catastrophic eruption has occurred. This time it's hit a city-state, but hey, that's fine, it's only lost one population. Now it's time we send off our colonists to the wonderful world that is Oil Land. Oh, my goodness, I can't wait to see what kind of stuff we can get from this. Oh, and a natural disaster just occurred. They were trying to do another 1,000-year flood along our border here, but don't worry, we mitigated it by building this massive dam. As long as we're the only ones able to stop the deadly natural disasters, then honestly, I think it's fine that the entire world is destroyed by them. Oh my goodness, we've just gained John Rockefeller. That's right, the man, the myth, the legend, the great merchant himself, and when we use him, he grants us 2 oil per turn. Oh, that is absolutely incredible. I am very happy to have an additional 2 oil per turn. Thank you very much, John D. Rockefeller. We're gonna burn that and destroy the atmosphere. Okay, no joke. I legitimately just got offered a trade deal by all of the other civilizations. What is this game? Why are they all trying to send me a trade deal on the same turn? Please, can you just calm down, AI? Yes, you know that city we wanted to settle? Well, guess what? The Egyptians decided to settle here. Oh, well, thank you very much, Egyptians. How very kind of you. I can't believe you've done this. Right, we need to find somewhere else with oil to settle. There's one place here, it's got some oil. In fact, there's actually some oil on our borders that I didn't even spot. But yes, we'll come over here and try and settle to take this water. Oh, you Egyptians, I won't be forgetting this. I will burst your banks first when the great floods come, and then we'll see who's laughing now. Ah, and now this is where the World Congress really can be put to good use. For example, the Global Energy Treaty is about to be decided upon. They can entirely ban the production of a certain building. For example, a nuclear power plant, a coal power plant, or an oil power plant. We do not want that. Instead, we want to provide a 50% discount on nuclear power plants. And I'm going to plow all of my diplomatic power into that to make sure it won't happen. Now, let's see if they decided to pass my vote. Oh, goodness, yes, it did indeed pass. Apparently, all of the AIs, excluding me, tried to ban the production of nuclear oil or coal. I, however, decided to discount the entire thing. Because I plowed 8 votes into it, my friends, we're running off of cheap nuclear power for the rest of the game. We currently only have 1 coal power plant in Smogland, but we're getting a second built in KTY, and another built in a new. Actually, I realized I need to rename those cities because they sound terrible. Ah, there we go. I've renamed a few cities. We now have sponsored by Yorkshire Tea, Bean Juice is just wrong, and this city is on fire. Quite literally, it's next to Mount Vesuvius. Oh, and the world has just entered the atomic era. This is good stuff. Oh, we just discovered the lovely Scorched Earth Civic. Oh, I do feel lovely in Russian now. I have a few options. I could build a neighborhood over here on the beach where it's relatively safe from anything other than rising sea levels, or I could decide to build a neighborhood here, next to the active deadly Mount Vesuvius. Why not? And here we have it. It's our first ever oil well. Oh, it gives us free oil per turn. This is going to be lovely. Bam. The oil well is complete. Oh, it's basically liquid gold, but slightly less edible. I strongly wouldn't recommend eating oil. I'm not saying I've tried it, but there's been some dark days. Allow me to present to you the brand new city of black tea, because that's effectively what I've decided oil is. Oil, it's kind of like black tea, I guess. Technically not at all, but you know, we can but believe. Oh, and yet another natural disaster was mitigated. Oh, it's the power of these dams, ladies and gentlemen. Damn, they're good. Hey, see what I did there? Comedy gold, ladies and gentlemen. Deploy the laugh track, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no! A mega colossal eruption has occurred! Oh, who could have seen Mount Vesuvius erupting and burning down the nearby district actually occurring? Oh dear. More flames for the flame god, I suppose. Also, a cheeky enemy spy decided to blow up my coal power plant. It's almost like they have something against me melting down the entire world. Oh, and great! Another mega colossal eruption! You had an eruption last turn, why not have one this turn? There's another 3 pops gone. Is anyone even living in this city? Wow, the city is down to a population of 2 people. Apparently, as soon as I built this house, only 5 pops could live here. 6 pops have been killed by this Mount Vesuvius. The maths just doesn't check out, Civ. What's happening? Something I've discovered in this world is actually, I'm not even doing too badly. Pedro over here in Brazil, he's burning much more coal than I am. And good news, the sea level hasn't even risen yet. And also polar ice hasn't melted, although apparently it's likely to in 4 turns time. I find that quite exciting, in fact. Oh no, a natural disaster has occurred. A massive tornado outbreak. Apparently there are 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 tornadoes, all at once, just hovering around here. Thank you, civilization. Very nice of you to bombard me with that. Ah, and lovely. Bean Juice is wrong is now going to have to repair everything, because guess what? The tornadoes burnt down our industrial district, and we need that industrial district to burn coal. Without it, how are we meant to destroy the environment? Oh, and it's just decided to walk its way on over here. How can tornadoes sidestep like that? I have no idea. Oh, we have a lovely opportunity here. In T-Base 1, we can choose to build a coal power plant or an oil power plant. Technically, an oil power plant only produces moderate CO2, so I'm afraid it just won't do. We're going to want a coal power plant. Whilst we've still got coal kicking around, I want high CO2, not that moderate stuff. No. Here we have it. We're currently in climate change phase 1. Very exciting. 10% of the polar ice is lost and 0.5 meters of sea level has risen. 8 turns until more sea is risen. This is very exciting. I can't wait for phase 7. This looks great fun. Oh, and another natural disaster has occurred. This time, it's a gentle eruption. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Roll the smooth jazz. Watch as the volcano has a relaxing eruption. The volcano is just doing its thing, you know. Does it want to erupt? Does it not want to erupt? It doesn't know, but it's just gonna go with the flow. Be relaxing. Ladies and gentlemen, Sid Meier's Gentle Eruption. Thanks for tuning in to the Jazz Radio. Remember to like and subscribe for more of that jazz. Back to the normal stuff. Right, sorry, how are we melting the world again? And lovely. Not exactly tea is once again faced with an opportunity. Coal or oil? Well, we're going to go for some oil here as well. Just want to mix it up a bit. We don't want to burn through all of our coal, so we might as well also steal some oil as well. And of course, very important, the tornado hit did destroy the coal power plant, so it only makes sense to repair it so that we can melt the polar ice caps once more. I've decided we're going to take a non-passive approach to flooding the world. We're going to research computers so that we can build flood barriers. Flood barriers are going to defend our cities from the massive floods that are going to occur, but hopefully the AIs won't be smart enough to build these bad boys, and so they will simply sink. Well, apparently this is what happened to all of my units that were just exploring the world. They, for some reason, all got themselves trapped here. Great. I mean, honestly, is there anything I can do with them? You know, we'll just fortify them, because at the end of the day, they're making the AI think that I have a larger army than I actually do, so they'll just sit there for a bit. What's that? Luxury resource? Tea? Tea? Arabia has tea? Trade. We need to trade. Make a deal. You got tea. I need tea. What would you like for it? What would you take? Gold. Accept deal. Oh, yes, may Allah bless me. Oh, we have tea. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, our empire has been bestowed with the greatest resource known to man. Lovely. Oh, and our first bit of coastal flooding has occurred. We've permanently lost these tiles here. Well, you know what? That's fine. We weren't really using those rice plants anyway. You know, this city on fire is still yet to recover from the fact that Mount Vesuvius erupted. I've currently spent probably the last 50 years just letting these houses burn away. I really don't think it's even worth the time trying to stop that flaming dumpster fire of a mess. Dido was ravaged by a natural disaster. We should help them recover. Yep, you know what? I'll ask for that. Sorry, what natural disaster was I ravaged by again? I don't believe I have been ravaged by a natural disaster, but nonetheless, I will request aid. Lovely, this is what I was talking about. Suleiman is just going to give me free gold. Now that is a good trade deal. How's the world doing at the moment? Apparently we've hit climate change phase 2. Very spicy, and in 2 more turns, we're going to see another sea level rise. This is great, and CO2 production? Pedro is still massively in the lead. Pedro, I have no idea how you've managed to push so far ahead when it comes to burning things. Oh, and some permanent coastal flooding has occurred. We have lost the entire industrial district. Well, that's a big shame for T-Base 1, but hey, we can always build another. That's the spirit, guys. Lift your head up high as the world sinks around you. And this city over here, they've lost a district over there. This entire place looks like it's been flooded quite a bit. Oh, is that the Sphinx? Wow, the Sphinx has lost its head. It has fallen into the sea. Now that's a lot of damage. Oh, and look at this great news. The opening of the not exactly tea canal brings renewed trade and prosperity. It's the not exactly tea canal. It's a canal. It might look like it has a lot of tea in it, but it's not exactly tea, because don't worry, we're not the Americans. We don't store our tea in the water. We store our tea on land where it belongs, and then maybe we drink it and store it in our hearts where truly it deserves to be rested. Great, yes, we'll build some flood barriers on this city. The city of not exactly tea will be defended from all of the floods which have destroyed the cotton fields. And yes, of course, we are researching uranium. I want to know where this uranium is so that, you know, we can peacefully look after it. Yep, that's what we're planning to do. Peacefully look after the uranium. We've discovered a great artifact. Yes, we've decided to dig up a piece of desert over there. Right there, you see where my mouse is. That's where it was. And we found just a clock. How have we just found a massive grandfather clock sat in the middle of like the Sahara Desert in 2003 AD? What, you're just walking along like la 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 la. We think there might be a pyramid around here. But no, it's an entirely ornate Victorian clock. Oh, we've done it. We've built the Panama Canal. It's really not that much of a canal. It's actually quite tiny, in fact. Look at this. There we go. We've got this beautiful little canal. And the advantage of this bad boy is, well, there isn't really one. I don't know why we built it. Now that we finally finished building that in This City is on Fire, we can get to rebuilding the burnt down houses that have been burnt down for quite a long while. Do believe it's been about 50 years that this housing district over there has been set on fire for, but hey, you know what? I think maybe it's time that we go and actually repair it. I'm excited to see what the AI is going to do to deal with the endless rising tides. Although I would say I'm somewhat disappointed that it isn't more severe than it actually is. And here we have it, the biggest decision to make. Do we go democracy or communism? Now, naturally, I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have to go communism. That's what I'm all about. Yes, the honorable tradition of communism. Communism means more tea. Hopefully. Let's just do a quick update on the climate change status of the world. We're apparently on climate change phase 5. It's only 2010. This has gone from spicy to mega spicy. It's a bit wacky though, because there's a 74% chance each turn of an entire river flooding. And no matter how hard I try, Pedro just keeps burning that coal. Also, I've decided to build a flood barrier around T-Base 1. Except apparently it's going to take 52 turns because to encase T-Base 1, they've got to build around literally everything. And of course, once again, we're faced with an option: coal, nuclear, or oil. Nuclear power plants produce a minuscule amount of CO2 into the atmosphere. Yes, I'm afraid that's just not gonna cut it for me. It's all about that beautiful coal power. Heavy CO2, here we come. Apparently, this World Congress session would love to start, the Climate Accords, where basically the person with the lowest CO2 amount, they win. We're going to vote against the Climate Accords. Ladies and gentlemen, it's just not in the world's best interest to start, clamping down on heavy producers of CO2. There you go, it's failed. With the support of Dido and Cleopatra, we've managed to convince the world that, this whole climate change malarkey, nah. It's okay, we don't need to worry about it. Oh, what climate phase are we in? We're in climate phase 6 at the moment. How long until we hit this point? 4 turns, apparently. We've lost 70% of the polar ice. Well, I think it's time we lose 100% of the polar ice. Because I've heard of this thing called the Ice Age, and honestly, I don't think I want that. And so logically, the best way to stop the next Ice Age is to just get rid of all of the ice. Yes, T-Base 1 has kind of gone from a situation which many can call bad to worse. For some reason, the housing is still up and running, but it is losing a lot of land. The islands to the north of it are just gone. Completely and utterly gone. Most of the American coast is also sunk, but hey, it's the Americans' fault for building on the coastline in the first place, which really let them down. Oh, and it's happened again. Mount Vesuvius has had yet another eruption. Lovely. 3 people have naturally been wiped away by the flowery lava stuff. Right, how's the world climate doing? We appear to have made it into climate phase 7. Very good indeed. The global temperature has risen to plus 3.8 degrees, 85% of the polar ice is gone, and the sea level has risen 3.5 meters. And 59 towers have been completely submerged by the water, including basically all of T-Base 1. Long may it rest in peace. It made an attempt to stand against the rising tides, but I'm afraid it wasn't enough. Oh, and Mount Vesuvius erupts again. I literally just spent the last turn finally repairing those houses, but no! Mount Vesuvius has to go. Hey, I'm that lovely natural wonder in your borders. Everyone loves having me in your borders. Don't mind me. Just gonna set fire to everything. Thank you, Mount Vesuvius. You're very kind. What's this? Pedro's unhappy? Tread too close to my borders. We declare war on you, Pedro. I don't really know why we do that. I'm just doing it for fun, really. This is nice of the game. They've decided to fill my entire screen up with text boxes, so I can't even see what is happening. Thank you, game. How very kind of you. 10 out of 10. Would recommend buying Civ 6 again. I mean, actually, if I'm honest, no. My favorite Civ is, of course, Civilization 4. In my opinion, probably the best Civilization. It's just one of those classic Civilization 6 moments where you have a massive battleship here and then just a tiny ironclad. Massive battleship versus tiny ironclad. Well, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Who do you think's likely to win that engagement? Yes, we're on turn 322 of 330. Honestly, I must say I'm a tad disappointed by this new DLC. As whilst it is an exciting DLC, I do believe it is lacking a few key important things. Number one, the ability to flood the entire world. Yes, I know it's a bit silly, but trust me, come on. If it was in the game and you could actually do it, incredible. But at the moment, all we have is just sitting around waiting for the game to go, look, you've capped out flooding. Everything's a bit more wet. That's sad. I believe there's quite a few missed opportunities the game devs had, but otherwise, I'd say it's a pretty fun DLC. Adds a little bit of flavor into the game, which is, of course, lovely and spicy. But yes, it is kind of sad that the climate change in this game literally just reaches a point and then the game goes, hey, look, guys, 85% of the polar ice caps is gone. Why can't we get to 100%? Why can't we raise the sea level even further? Come on, game. There's so many more spicy things you could have added. Okay, right, I think this is it. The final turn of the game. Turn 329 out of 330. Finally, please, are we done here? No, you'd like to do one last trade deal where you ask and propose something completely stupid. Go away. Oh, please, may this game end. Lovely. We were defeated. Apparently, we ran out of time, but I mean, honestly, I don't mind. I just wanted to see the world burn. Did the world burn? No, not really. I'm quite disappointed by it, actually. Oh well, I had fun nonetheless. If you enjoyed watching this video of me attempting to melt the world and then getting disappointed by the fact that they didn't even decide to put that in the game, then make sure to give this video a like. If you want more of these kind of strange videos with me, the Spiffing Brit, then make sure to consider subscribing. And also, as always, a huge thank you to all my majestic patrons who make these silly videos all the more possible. Thank you very much. If you're sat there and you're wondering what video would you like to watch next, then look no further than this one on screen now. It's been chosen by me especially for you, and trust me, you're going to enjoy it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I will see all of you in the next one. Have a lovely day.